Let's talk about your oil and gas marketing plan and how transparency in pricing is the future. I saw a fantastic video by Colin McClellan this week on LinkedIn where he talked about how the old school mentality in oil and gas has to die. And I could not agree more. The old school mentality that he was speaking of was around a video that he created talking about how guys can use LinkedIn to make videos and start to build a resume and attract an audience and get jobs online. And he was shocked to find so many people comment negatively on that video saying, well, that's just not how it is, that's not how it's done, that's not how I do things. And I appreciate his frustration in that video because I have been fighting this mentality tooth and nail for over 6 years in this industry. And pricing and transparency is one of these old school mentality things that I would like to see die immediately. What do I mean? Well, when you go to a company's website and you find that they have what you're looking for, what's the most frustrating thing for you? If you're like most people, the most frustrating thing is how much does this cost? Do I have the budget for this? I have no idea. Is this a premium service? Is it a entry-level service or a commodity? How much is this going to cost me? I don't even know if I want to fill out a lead form, because if I fill out this form and have their salespeople contact me, is that going to create an uncomfortable situation where I have to admit that I don't have the money for it? Do you see how we are only making our problems worse by not having pricing on our websites? And this is some bleeding edge, way far out there, way down the far end of the adoption curve if you come along with me on this journey, because I only came on this journey thanks to Whiteboard. Petrol Values. Petrol Values, full disclosure, is a new client of ours, but I'm not making this video because of that. I'm making this video to genuinely thank them, because I have been waiting for, as I said, 6 years for someone to come along and be transparent about their pricing. Because what I'm asking you here about the frustration of not being able to find prices on websites, I saw Marcus Sheridan, formerly of the sales line, now with with Impact Branding. I saw him ask this question in a keynote back in 2014. So I'm really just stealing Marcus's material, which, he lets me do. That said, I have to thank Petrol Values because they finally are the first company that I've seen step up and be 100% transparent about the pricing of their products and services. By the way, Petrol Values does online valuation for your acreage, and that's a whole nother game-changing thing. But to me, the transparency and the pricing is the real game-changing thing, being the marketing nerd that I am. And so they've got a basic, a snap view, a pro view, and an elite view that goes from free to $1,900 a month to $3,900 a month. And just like any other services you've seen out there with pricing grids, there's some things are free here and some things are free there, and you go on down the line. And just to look at that, so looking at public data in an interactive map is free. Building and saving your portfolio is free. Doing a property valuation, that's, depending on what, I'm sorry, I'm doing a very poor job of this. Depending on what level that you're at, it might be 40 cents per gross acre, or it might be included in the package. The point is that they went out there, and they're the first company that I've seen in 6 years. And I've like I said, I've heard Marcus tell this story and encourage businesses in several other verticals, well, in every other vertical, including ours, but I've usually been the only one in the room during those speeches. But I've seen Marcus give that speech so many times, and I've always just thought, man, I can't wait till someone does this in oil and gas. And sure enough, they did that at Petrol Values, so we went out and did our own. So we've got a basic, a pro, and a premium. It starts at $49.97 per month, $99.97, goes up to $14,997. We've also got individual coaching, $24.97, and a 3-day training, which is $49.97. And it's really cool because I have believed in this for so long, and thanks to Petrol values, I now had the courage to go out there and walk my talk in terms of being transparent with my own oil and gas marketing plan and putting pricing on my website. So I'm curious to hear from you. When you go to a website, if you cannot find the pricing, is it frustrating? Am I wrong? Is this too complicated of an industry to be able to do this? Because the truth is that every industry has its own complexities, and you don't have to put exact pricing on there. You can put ranges and start to give people at least some ideas of what it would be like to work with you. But again, am I wrong? Is this something that doesn't apply, or is this another old school mentality in this industry that needs to die? Leave a comment below with your thoughts. And if you are listening to this via podcast, you can see the transcript and all supporting links at triberocket.com/OGM10. Signing off for now, as always, no matter what you're doing out there in oil and gas, I hope you go out there and consistently apply the basic fundamentals.